welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited to do today's video because it's all about Miss Sky over here, and I have been meaning to get up a video for her, an update video, for quite some time. She is 6 months old, and my last video about her, updating you guys on her, was a month old. So this is definitely long overdue. What's going on? And I have her here so you can see her lovely chubby self. So it might be a little bit of interruptions in the video because right now she is teething hardcore. But before we get into today's video, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope you guys like this video. So I am going to just kind of have like a little long chatty video with you guys, just kind of going over just everything that has been going on. It's been a rough 6 months for me. She will turn 6 months tomorrow. So I'm going to be going over her stats for her last appointment. I had printed it out from the doctor. Otherwise, these days I don't remember anything with 3 kids. But yeah, just a lot has been going on. It's been a rough postpartum journey for me. I'll probably do another video on that, but it's just I've been kind of MIA and just all over the place. Lots going on with work, family, just personal things, and I really just want to get back into YouTube and sharing content with you guys and just doing content in general for my family. And I love sharing and watching the videos. So just, you know, over the last 5 months, Sky has definitely been my most difficult baby. She is such a cute, sweet baby, but she's difficult. She's still not sleeping through the night, which I'll get to that. But that has definitely weighed in on my troubles. The last 6 months, just lack of sleep has just been really hard because I am a full-time working mom. So it's just been really difficult. Just, you know, I have a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and just navigating having 3 kids is no joke. It has definitely been the hardest on me. Come here, sweetie. Come on. What's going on? She has her skeleton. She has her skeleton outfit on today because we're actually going to be going to SeaWorld. There you go. Look, can you see the camera? We're actually going to be going to SeaWorld for their spooktacular. They have like little trick-or-treating and stuff. But since she's being kind of fussy, I'll show you how adorable she is. And look at all this hair. Still it's the blonde is really coming in, but she is kind of balding in the back. So you see she has like this one little toupee of hair. It's kind of all over the place, honey, isn't it? She has no teeth right now. But yeah, it's just been a really hard past 6 months. Just lack of sleep, work, and just postpartum. My hormones are everywhere. I've been stress eating, just really crazy. I'll get into that in my next video. And, you know, lost the weight, gained more back, just a lot of stuff going on. But she has done a lot of milestones in the past 5 months, as you know that they do. So she turns over. She started turning over probably about 4 months, and she just learned. So she turns over onto her stomach. I'll insert a video clip for you. And then she just started learning to turn back over. So she can turn back over in her stomach and then turn back over. For the longest time, she wasn't wanting to turn back over. And then that was one of my struggles whenever we transitioned out of the sleep sack. Ava, honey. My daughter's playing blocks in the background. Is she would turn over when she was sleeping, and then she would cry in the middle of the night, and because she couldn't turn back over. But yeah, so she's turning over. She's teething hardcore, even though she doesn't have any teeth or anything like that right now. She literally has been teething since she's 4 months. It feels like forever, but no teeth have popped out. My daughter, who's 4, she got her first 2 front teeth here when she was 4 months old. And Eli, my son, I think he got his about 5 or 6 months old. I gotta look at his baby book. But no teeth so far. She's really good. She started really playing. She wasn't really interested in playing with toys, honestly, until about 4 months. That's why the first 3 months were really hard. She just wanted me to hold her the entire time. As you know, my last update was 1 month So yeah, she literally, she was in my wrap carrier all the time the first 3 months. She just wanted me to hold her. Then finally around 4 months, she started turning over and she became more interested in toys. So I had put her on her little mat. I'll insert a little clip here as well. I put her on her mat. She has like a little seat that she sits in. And there is this swing, which surprisingly got me through the 3 and 4 month mark, because it was just so hard with her, especially sleeping through the night, or like even just doing stuff with the other kids. She just was wanting me to hold her the whole time. And even if I have the carrier, it's very hard. It just makes you tired. She's not light at all. And so my mom just went to this used baby store. I forget the name of it. And she got like a $25 Fisher Price swing, and she freaking loved it. So like that saved me. She's outgrown it now, and she's doing a lot better now. I'll talk to you more about that. But yeah, so I would put her in that swing, you know, just to give the kids bath, you know, just to try to get some other, you know, cleaning things done, and it saved my life. And then if she would get fussy at night, you know, and she wouldn't go back to sleep, that would be the only thing that would calm her. She stopped liking the Mama-Roo, which is what we used for all of my kids, like the first couple months. I think once she hit the 3 month mark, I don't know why, she just didn't like it anymore. What are you doing, sweetie? Here you go, boo-boo. So yeah, it's just been difficult with her just wanting to be carried all the time. She's extra fussy. She's my most fussiest baby. And then adding the teething into it has just been crazy, to say the least. I know some other mamas out there, I'm sure, with their third or even second kid, you know, I'm sure they experience the same thing with them just wanting you to be held all the time, and just, it's like you can't do anything without them crying. And my first 2 kids were not like that. They were way easier. I mean, they had their moments, they had their days like all kids do, but she has definitely been my most challenging. And that takes me to sleeping. Both of my kids slept through the night. My son started sleeping through the night, I think, before 4 months old. And still to this day, he's a really good sleeper. My 4-year-old, she started sleeping through the night around 4 months, and she was really hard to get to sleep. But once she was asleep, she was good. The only time that they would really wake up is if they were sick, not feeling good. But this girl right here, oh my gosh, it has been a struggle. I have not slept a full night without any interruption since she was born. Yes, my husband does watch her a few nights a week for me, but still, it's like I'm not a deep sleeper at all. So even if I hear her crying, which she does cry, I wake up. So even if I'm not the one, you know, waking up and giving her bottle or whatever, I still wake up. So it helps me, but it's still hard. But yeah, so right now, so she was sleeping in the bassinet, but it was very broken. And it's still, right now, she wakes up a few times a night, but it was very broken. She would wake up, she wouldn't go back to sleep, then I would put her in my bed and unfortunately lay with her in the bed, which I don't really like to do, but that would be the only way she would really go to sleep, if I would lay with her in bed. You know, or put her in the swing just to get some type of sleep. But yeah, it was very broken sleep up until about, actually, I take that back. When I started back to work at the end of June, so I had 3 months off for maternity leave. When I started back to work, the first week and a half, she slept about 5-6 hours. I was like in shock. I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, just in time for me to go back to work. It was amazing. And then all of a sudden she just quit. I'm just like, okay, maybe she's going through a sleep regression, okay? But yeah, she's been going through a sleep regression, like, I feel like since she's been born. Anyways, but just recently, the past couple of weeks, she's been doing really good. About maybe 3 weeks ago, I transitioned her to her crib. So hey honey, give me a moment, all right? My daughter's just playing in the background. So I transitioned her to the crib. So I have a nighttime routine established with her. You know, we sing a little songs, read a book, get her in her sleep sack, and give her a bottle, just get her all nice and cozied up. I only breastfed for about the first month and a half, which is what I usually do with all of my kids. And she was in the Swaddle Me swaddles, which did help a lot, but she stopped using those as soon as she started turning over. I transitioned her to like the sleep sacks, which I will link some below, the ones that we're using that we like so far. But the Nest of Bean always worked a lot, but with her, I just feel like everything that worked with my other kids hasn't really worked that well with her. So yeah, so she's sleeping through the night. She goes to bed. Oh, no, she's not sleeping through the night. She's sleeping in her crib pretty good. She's been doing really good. So she goes to bed about 9:30 after I put my older 2 kids to sleep. I feel like if I put her to bed a little bit later, you know, I don't know, I just feel like it works out better. So she goes to bed about 9:30. That might be late for some people, but we get off around 6 from work, so we kind of have a late evening anyway. And then so she sleeps until about 1 or 2, so that's not bad. But my problem is so, and I give her a bottle, anywhere between 4 to 6 ounces of milk. She's starting to drink less overnight, which is a good sign. But you know, my struggle is sometimes she goes back to sleep right away, rock her a little bit, she'll go back to sleep. Sometimes she doesn't. She just doesn't want to go back to sleep. And I'm up like an hour and a half with her, so she's not very consistent yet. But the good nights, she'll go back to sleep, and then she'll wake up around like 5 or 6, right before I go back to work. So right before I get up to go to work. I get up to go to work about between 6 and 6:30. So I end up just staying up. It's kind of annoying because sometimes she wakes up around 4 and I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm going to go back to sleep. And then I end up oversleeping because it's just so close to when I have to get up. So yeah, it's a lot better than it was, but I just feel like we have so much more work to do. I've been reading a lot of articles that I never really had to do. So if you have any advice, I really don't want to pay for anything. You know, I just feel like this is my 3rd baby. Like, I should know what I'm doing, but I am welcome for any advice that you have. If you want to drop it in the comments, I'm trying different things, but it has been a lot better. Okay, so as far as teething, I talked to you about, she doesn't really have any teeth, but as you can see, she's teething hardcore. We have tons of little teethers. We have Sophie, the giraffe. She loves the little like beads. I have some that you stick in the fridge. And, you know, she's just teething. I use the Camila drops and the gel, but no teeth have come up. So she's going to have another appointment. Her last appointment was her 4-month appointment, which I'm going to go over her last stats that she just had. She's going to weigh definitely a little bit more, me filming this video. But she has no teeth. So I'm going to ask about that. I think she's going to get some in the next month. All babies are different. And she's definitely different than my other 2 babies. Feeding. So I started introducing solids at 4 months, just like I did with my other kids, but she was not really interested. So we kind of stopped to kind of just, okay, she just wasn't interested. I usually start with a veggie because it's not as sweet, because formula is not really sweet, or breast milk. What's going on? Here, boo-boo. So yeah, I think I started with carrots, and then I moved on to some green beans, and I think I did like bananas and apples. She hasn't really taken an interest really to anything, so we stopped for a little bit. I just introduced it back again about a week ago. She seems to like it a little bit more. She still kind of pushes it out with her teeth. I'm going to show you a video. But she seems to start liking it a little bit more. I think her most favorite so far that I can tell is, I'm going to let her play on the floor right here. Yeah, boo-boo. There you go. I'm going to, the one that seems that she likes the most is carrots and apples so far. Look at that, baby. Look. So yeah, so we're gonna continue doing it, but she just, I don't know, she just hasn't really been really interested in solids too much like my other kids were. Both of them started eating solids at 4 months, and oh, I did give her some baby cereal too. Just nothing really has stuck with her. But my other kids, like as soon as within like a week, I mean at first, you know, they kind of give you that weird like face. What is going on? They kind of give you that weird face. But I mean, they start liking it. My other two, like literally within like a week, they were like loving everything. So we're still waiting on that for her. So let's go over her last stats. So let's see, her body length at her last visit, which was back in August, it's now October 2nd. She is 24.5 inches long. Her weight was 16.2 pounds. So I'm sure she's probably a couple more pounds than that, and because this was when she was a little over 4 months. Let's see. Her weight percentile is 85.5%. Height percentile is 49.29%. And then her head, like they measure the head, is in the 90%, 96%. My kids all have like really round heads, I guess. They all were like super high 90% in that. So that's her last stats. But overall, everything has been really good with her. You know, she's super healthy. Oh, my leg cramp. Oh, leg cramp. When you're mid-30s, you start getting leg cramps. You can't sit like that too long. But yeah, everything, you know, there's really nothing to complain about. She's so cute. Oh, she got her ears pierced. I'll bring it a little closer. You got your ears pierced. So adorable. Ava got her ears pierced around, she got them around 4 months. Ava got hers around 3 months. But yeah, I mean, she's super healthy. I mean, other than being kind of a harder baby, even my mom, everyone says that she's a harder baby than my other two. She's super healthy, which we're happy about. So much to be thankful for. Everything else is going good. You know, all babies are different. So if you're struggling, mama, I know. Trust me, I know. And of course, my third baby has to be the hardest one. Like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like there has to... We had good luck. My husband says that we had such good luck, you know, eventually we're gonna get a baby that's harder. What's going on? And I just gave her, see how she just like fusses? And I literally just gave her a bottle and she just fusses. And I have toys here for her. And I just gave her some teething medicine, but she just, I don't know. You have to constantly be playing with her. Okay, size clothes. She's definitely right now in 6 to 9 month clothes. Ava was my smallest baby. Eli was my biggest baby. She's kind of in between. But as she's been growing, she's definitely been on the bigger side. So like when she was 3 months old, she was wearing 3 to 6 months clothes. Now that she's 6 months, she's wearing 6 to 9 month clothes. So more on like the bigger end of the sizing spectrum. She's in size 2 diapers, but I'm about to switch her to size 3 because they're getting too tight right now. And I haven't really been putting too many shoes on her because I used to put so many shoes on Ava. But I don't know, she just kicks them off. So I'm just like, at this point, I'm like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I'm not going to keep putting your shoes on. You're not going to keep putting your shoes on, right, boo-boo? Here, do you want to play with these wood? Look at these wood toys. Wow. So yeah, I just got some cute shoes though for her to start liking. Are you ready for a nap already? Are you ready for a nap already? Are you? And so I'm gonna start putting some shoes on her because I think baby shoes are so cute. I usually do put bows and stuff on her, and she's pretty good about bows. She leaves them in. Ava used to take her bows out when she was a baby because Ava used to just like play with her hair. She doesn't really do that. Do you? Do you? Some things that she loves for you to do. You know, so every baby is different, and every baby you kind of find what they like, what they want you to do. Miss Sky over here wants you to constantly, and right now she's getting ready to, she wants a nap. I can tell when she starts getting super fussy, like she's not interested in anything, she's ready for a nap. But she loves it when you talk to her. She loves to be snuggled. Like, she loves it when... Come here, baby. Come here, sweetie. And she's starting to get really strong with sitting up. She loves when I kiss on her and I cuddle her. She loves that. Like, when I put her to sleep, I'm always, like, cuddling on her face like that. And she immediately gets super tired. Right, boo-boo? She immediately gets tired. Are you tired for a nap? Yeah. Yeah. Like when I cuddle on her like this, she immediately gets like super calm and relaxed. She loves that. Oh, and Ava keeps her entertained. Ava is so obsessed. And Eli is too, but Ava is so obsessed. She's always asking to hold her. She always wants to play with her, and she helps me so much to get stuff for her. And just so, if you have an older daughter, it helps so much. I mean, she's 4, so she's still young, but she is super smart and she understands so much, right, Sky? looking at my notes here of things that I wanted to talk about. So, oh, as far as appearance, so she looks very similar to my other two kids. If you follow me on Instagram, you know how my kids look. Their hair is dirty blonde. My son has the blondest hair. My daughter's just like brownish blonde, dirty blonde. I have super blonde hair when I was young. My husband is Colombian. He has black hair. So, but the blonde is definitely strong. But yeah, their hair is dark when they're born, and then it comes in very blonde. My other two kids have my husband's eyes, which are like a light honey brownish eye, which are really pretty. I have hazel eyes. I think Sky is going to have more of a hazel eye. I think I think I might finally have a baby that has more of my eyes. Because to me, what are you doing? She's looking at my necklace. Don't break my necklace. No. I think she's gonna have way more hazelish eyes because they look lighter to me. But it's only 6 months. They're gonna change so much. You really don't know what their eyesight really is until like after 12 months. You wanna come say hi? Come on. This is my, oh, is your nose running, sweetie? This is my 4-year-old daughter, Ava. Right? These are my two baby girls. So yeah. So, ow, you're hurting. Sit on the floor, boo-boo. Ugh, mama, you're too heavy for me. Ava. We're finishing up Sky's update video. Okay, so what has been the hardest? Sleeping. Oh my goodness, I don't even remember how it feels to get like a full night of sleep. And it's starting, like I told you, it's starting to get better, but that has definitely been the hardest. I really feel for other moms who have told me like their kids don't sleep or they wake up super early, because I never really experienced that until now. And it is difficult because when you don't have your sleep, it's like, first of all, it starts playing with your health. It starts playing with your mind. You're cranky. It just starts affecting everything. It just affects everything. So that has definitely been the hardest with Sky. What has been the easiest? I mean, Sky, she's my harder baby, so I wouldn't say anything has been easiest. I just think it's just been hard in general. Transitioning, it's hard to transition from 2 to 3 kids anyway, and it depends on how old your kids are. If you have older kids, it's easier, but I have a 2-year-old and 4-year-old, so they all require a lot of my attention. But I think if she was an easier baby, or maybe as easy as my other two, it wouldn't have been as challenging. Or if she would have started to sleep through the night at like 3 months like my son did. Now my son is difficult in other areas, but in sleep he is amazing. Then it wouldn't have been as difficult. But what's been the easiest is, I don't know, I think this time around I just am you know, even though it's lack of sleep and stuff, I feel like because this is my last baby, I feel like I'm really, what is going on? I feel like I'm really just trying to take in her baby cuddles more. There's some things that I haven't been able to do that I wanted to do just because of time and everything, but I just feel like I stop and just look at her more. And that's something that I feel like I should have done more with my other two, but I just stop and I just look at her and I just don't think about anything but her. And I think that's something that I've been doing more now because I know that she's my last baby. Okay, my camera died. Had to fix that. So yeah, those are my thoughts on that. Let's see what else I have. That's what's been the hardest, and I really don't think anything has really been easy about the transition, but I just feel like I told you, I've just been taking everything in more, and I think when she starts sleeping through the night, I'm gonna enjoy everything that much more. But yeah, no, I love having 2 girls. I love my kids. I can't believe I'm their mama. Every day is surreal for me. It doesn't, all the bad times, you know, just get covered by the good times. You okay, Ava? The good times definitely outweigh the bad times, and sometimes you don't feel like that in the moment, but when you reflect and you look back on everything, they definitely do. One thing of advice that I could give any mama out there is, it does get better. Just hang in there. If you're feeling like low and down and through postpartum and hormones, I've been there. I know how it feels. It does get better, and you just got to focus on the positive times. And you know, if you're struggling, you know, having people help you is don't feel bad about asking for help. I have a really good support system, and I know not all people have that, but I have amazing parents and in-laws that help us so much. And honestly, I don't know what I would do without them. But yeah, I'm gonna put some clips in here of beautiful baby Sky for you guys to see. But yeah, she's 6 months already, halfway to 1. I cannot believe it, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm excited to, you know, have these videos to look back on someday, and baby Sky can look back on someday and be like, that was me, mommy, when I was a baby, and just see, document. You know, it's all about documenting and reflecting. You know, that's why I do these videos. And that's another advice that I would give you, is make sure you take a moment to reflect. Hold on, baby. Make sure you take a moment to reflect. In those moments where you have a little bit of downtime, just look at your baby and just reflect. Or even if you're in the shower, driving, or whatever, just try to reflect on how you're feeling and really listen to how you're feeling. And that's, you know, something that has really helped me, just taking a deep breath in, just really reflecting, and, you know, trying to listen to what my body needs. What are you doing? But we will see you in the next video. Hopefully I can get some more update videos on here going forward. But again, I hope you liked this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye.